Why, hello and good evening, everybody. As for settling that little argument, I feel so when the stream started, actually started, a Taurus, at least on my screen, did say Kuro first. First. What's going on? This. Oh, okay. There we go. Just gonna skip forward a little bit on that. A Taurus did say Kuro first, at least on my screen. Although the number next to the two messages is the same. But I will be giving this to Constructicons as I was the one who was incredibly late due to oversleeping and whatnot. I know, but it's not because Constructicons was early and then left. It's because I was late. So that's why I'm giving it to Constructicons for now. But with that, hello! A Taurus has been early before, and on those days, yes, it is definitely a Taurus who's here first. Why did I do this? This is not the one that I meant to get up. It's this one I meant to get up. Okay, so I thought today would be great. Yeah, you can be caged. Give me one sec. Come here, proxy. There you go. What did I forget? I think I got everything. Did I forget something? I did forget to finish my food. Because I have it right here. Hi, Apex. How are you? Rigged. I am sorry. I'm gonna snooze the ads. Okay. So, cage is nice to sleep in. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about, because we've you guys have helped me with this campaign before. Oh, I don't hate anyone in my chat. I promise you guys, I don't hate any of you. Oh, actually, let me open. Not actually that I hate one of you. Actually, that I should open up this. But oh Jesus Christ, an 11-hour shift. No, I don't hate you, Constructicons. Sorry, I was just having some water. No, I don't hate you either, Apex. Okay, so last time that I had done D&D prep, you guys actually really helped me with this, really helped me with everything that I could do here in this whole map, and I really appreciate it. It's great. It was wonderful. It really helped me like flesh out more of the story of everything that was going on in this world. Now, with this, how dare you see me as a normal human being? I do bully you, but I bully you because, you know, I love my chatters. That's why I bully them. Now, you guys last time really helped me out on this map. You guys gave me a bunch of ideas. You don't. That's okay. You gave me a bunch of ideas. It really helped me flesh out the story and everything, and I loved it, and thank you. But now, you guys are going to learn. Hi, Peely. You guys are going to learn one of the disappointments of DMing. Hi, Lycon. How are you? And hi, Banjo. What's up? You were gonna say originally I heard the stutter. But okay. No, Apex, I promise. Hi, Kira. I love all of my chatters, I promise. Hi, Bunty, and I am Sort of. We're gonna go with so. Artist attack is it shows off all of my artists. Thank you for the stitch. So yeah, so this is artist attack. So these are all of the artists that I have used and all of their like symbols and whatnot. So like, yeah. So if after you use this, you have a question as to which one did which, just feel free to ask. But these, thank you for the sketch. These are all of my artists that have helped me with this channel and whatnot. So thank you. Okay. Yeah. I love it. I like being able to show them off and whatnot. It's really great. But anyway, so with this, yeah, you do see the vine. Vine's on my head. And then I've got like my model mama, which is Miko Zen. I've got Phelan with Alex, who did, I think, 1 or 2 of my emotes. And then I've got Ulu Oops Art, who did my profile picture. Vine is awesome. Hi, Kira. Okay, so with all this, now that all that's out of, now that I've said hi to everyone, I think everyone, most of everyone. Okay, so you guys helped me with this, and as I said, this helped me a lot with like lore. It helped me with coming up with the story of what's going on in the world. This was fantastic, but. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that my stream was so late today. But the problem, small problem, tiny, minuscule, almost not noticeable. My players decided to be smart. So they never activated anything I had planned to go down here. So this was all of our prep last time. The problem is that you have metaphysically stopped peeing on top. No! How dare you!
Mommy?
How
Sorry.
dare you get in here? And it's okay, Taurus. How dare you get in here? And the first thing you say to me is, "You're a bottom. How dare you?" Something to say, and it's gonna shock our core. What is it? What's up, Apex? But anyway, so do you want to know? Do you guys want? Hi, Raven. How are you? Parish mogged by the Jardinoid. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Oh wait, hold on. God dang it. I have no desire to be horny today. Oh, nice. Awesome. Players being smart is the DM's worst nightmare. Hold on. I did not say, well, I did say they were smart. They were smart enough to not go here. Smart is a big word, and I don't know if I would exactly say that. So I'm gonna get up my my game for you guys so that you guys can see it. It's right here. This is our game. I'm the DM. So any of these pictures that you see on the map, how I like to do the map is I like to give it so that my players can like draw on it and whatnot. And the reason is this is their map. If they want to draw on it, make notes and whatnot, they have the free range to do so. So this is their map and whatnot. Just thought I'd show that off because I don't think I've ever shown off their map
We're getting out
before. Thank you so much. Thank you, Crazy, for the subscribble. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I accidentally put this over the subscribble alert, so I'm sorry. SCP. No. You see, this is a bridge exploded here, and they put a little smiley face on the explosion. In past streams wasn't real? Yeah, no, it wasn't. Not at all. Let's see. Show the map before. Okay, so I've shown this one. So my players, this is just so you guys know, this is their little caravan. This is their cart, and then they've got 2 horses, which I don't know if I've ever showed the horses. This is hold on. Does this show the edit? This is Snowflake, and their other horse is Morpheus, who actually looks like a normal horse. Ah, yes, it was. But anyway, so back to this, back to everything that we're talking about. So I had this whole plan. Hold, I identify metal music, at least hard rock. Yeah, this person can top me anytime. Holy, yeah. Okay. This is Zeph. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna type out their name for you. Uh, Zephiriana. There we go. I typed it for you. Um, this is Zephiriana for the song that we're listening to, Coffee. They are a VTuber who does like metal songs and whatnot. I really like their stuff. It's fucking great. It's like what is this? This is like pop rock or something. Pop rock metal or whatever. I love it. I like a lot of their stuff. Anyway, so don't tell Ku it was real, but we got to keep it low. Yeah, look, come on, you got to keep it low profile. Now, okay, so as I said, my players. Oh my god, my screen's blocking Alex. Oops. We're gonna move this over so that's not blocking Alex. So as I once ran an Abeloth in a deep sewer as a boss, it could detect them physically and had a big arena with mechanics to trap it and bring out in a cool, epic way. Ooh! Yeah, Japanese hard. Well, I think so. Some of their stuff is. But yeah, Banjo. So, to give you guys an idea as to how the players can completely change up your story, instead, so my bard decided to walk right up to it and cast Charm Monster. I roll a 1 and it became their best friend. Yes, I saw. I will listen to that later in a bit. Stuff. Anyway, probably after I finish this. But so instead of doing everything that I was thinking that they would do, bring the person that they saved to the doctors and whatnot, and instead of maybe searching around and finding what the big secret of this town was, because part of this stuff, so since last time I played, or last time I talked to you guys about this, they have been going around the town. They've been finding a lot of stuff where like the townspeople are like, hey, you should get out of here. Hey, there's this secret project that's going on. And I've been giving them literally all of the information to let them piece together that what is going on is not what they think and they haven't figured it out. But instead of doing any of this stuff to try to like go down and figure out what was going on, they decided that secret project is not for us to know about. We're going to leave it alone. We're not going to take the woman that we saved to the doctors because they're probably shady as fuck. And one of them got engaged. That was unexpected. And then the final thing that they decide to do. So I told you guys that they have this pet. They found I'm gonna do edits so that you guys can see this. This is Army. Army is a zombified hand that they put googly eyes on. We love Army. Now, with this, they decided to go around and buy clothes for Army So now Army looks like just a deformed child because they gave him like they gave him a wig. Smash the next question. No. Um they gave him a wig. I guess them. Army has a male arm and a female leg. So them, I guess. Were your players sober? Yes, yes they were. But they got Army a wig and they got Army like a jacket and some pants and whatnot. So now Army goes around flapping the sleeves of its arms around and hopping as if it's just a deformed child. Their deformed child. No. So with this is all backstory for you guys to know. Instead of searching for anything about this town or what's going on with all these things, they decided to take Army to the playground. Which, okay, sure, whatever. While at the playground, my player, Yap Yap, this is Yap Yap. They are a dog type kobold. And they are controlled by Straw Puppy, who is another VTuber and whatnot, who is pretty great. And Sylvestrion is also one of the VTubers that I play this with, as you can see for like these. Yap Yap yapping. Yeah, exactly. We love Yap Yap. Yap Yap is is essentially the father to Army. That's how they treat him. So Yap Yap took Army to the playground to play around. And then while they did that, they saw a child there and they decided to spend the entire day having Pokemon-like battles with sending Army after other children to beat them up. And that's what they did all day. Yeah, Yap Yap is a legend. But that's what they did all day. They went around having Pokemon-like battles with children to just beat them up with Army. It would just be go Army, use double slap, and then Army would beat the shit out of children with the sleeves of its arms. Of its jacket. Oh my god. And that's what they did all day. They also then started robbing the children for their money. Didn't you do that in high school the first years? No, I didn't! Then in the middle of our D&D game, because there was nothing else that we could do here, we had to decide to make memes with this. How old is Yap Yap again? 20 years, I believe, is the character's age. Oopsie. Hold on. This is now behind the game. But so we decided to make memes such as this. So we had fun with this. We had a lot of fun with this. I love playing D&D with these guys. This is. You don't. How do you not get it? Have you ever seen Star Wars? I don't understand. But it's Constructicons. It's Star Wars. What? Okay, so in this scene, the guy in the hood, who's the second scene, is Anakin Skywalker. Oh my god. Have I gotten to an age where all of my memes are no longer funny? This is Anakin Skywalker. The kid that's above, so basically, yeah, bye-bye children. It's in this scene, Anakin has gone evil and is killing all the Jedi. So in this scene, the child walks up to him and is like, Master Skywalker, what shall we do? Are you going to protect us? We wrong knows the children. Yeah, no, Anakin turned incel. Exactly, that's correct. It is the children. The children are the ones who are wrong. But the child is like, Master Skywalker, are you going to protect us? And then Anakin takes out his lightsaber and kills all the children. That's the joke with this. That's the scene. That's so that you know what it is, Constructicons. Automod does need a hug. Automod always needs a hug. But yeah, so that's the joke of this one. So with this, afterwards, after all of the stuff that they have done in this town and whatnot, let me get that back up. Where is that window capture? There it is. After they had done everything in this town, as I've gotten older, my memes have been left behind. No! No, 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 no. Hold on. I know a meme that's like probably like still absolutely fresh and like in everyone's mind and whatnot. And we're gonna do this. I'm gonna shrink that. Hold on. Hold on. Like, look. Don't you guys hold on. Let me get this back up for you guys. Don't you guys remember like this meme? Like it came out like almost like, oh wait, you guys can't see it because of the game. Oopsie. This meme, right? Right? Like, look at this. Isn't this like a brand new, like fresh, like right out of the box meme? Right? Right, Banjo? Right? See, we're not old. Okay, that's too old for even me. No. You know, like these are. I'm not gonna click on any of these because I don't trust any of them because they're from a different time. But look at this. Like this is few old ones. No. You see, these are brand new. They're like basically as like they basically just came out. You know what I mean? It's like, look at this. Sorry, what is that? I can't hear you over the sound of my back pain. Oh. Decidedly on the advanced side of age spectrum. No! I don't think so. I think. Why is it so dusty? No. No, it's not dusty. Look at that. See, no, we're good. You just gotta brush it off a little bit. I've started dating someone who is a fair bit younger. I tried to use Charlie the Unicorn reference as a flirty joke. It did not go well. Okay. But Charlie... No, oh. Candy Mountain, Charlie. Candy Mountain. It's the Leopleurodon. A magical Leopleurodon. Charlie the Unicorn and the other person doesn't. I think they're too young for you. Ugh. Banjo. Okay, we're gonna... hold on. Hold on. Charlie the Unicorn. Viz. Charlie the Unicorn. Jesus, and then like they took his kidney. Let's go to Candy Mountain, Charlie. Candy Mountain. Oh, fight. This is like saying you don't know llamas with hats. Just get out of here, phone. What is this? I got a text. It actually might be important. No, not YouTube. YouTube, shut up. Okay, it's not important. But anyway, llamas with hats! Llamas with hats! Llamas with hats! There's these two llamas, and this one's the normal one, and then this one is like the psychopath. You probably don't know ASD. I do know ASDF movie! Saying this is worthy of a timeout! Guys, it's 20 years old. No! Oh, hold on. I have a request, Cora. What's your request? Ones with the hats is my fucking favorite. Yeah, because so this one's the normal one, and this guy, he eats hands and whatnot, and he stabs people 37 times in the chest. And then there's other ones where like he destroyed a cruise ship and listened to everyone like scream as they, Carl, you can't do that. That kills people, Carl. I have no idea what that is. It's like, and then this one, like he started like killing people on the cruise ship and whatnot, and then they were the only, and then like, and then they're listening to people scream in the background, and he's like, do you hear that? That sounds like forgiveness. And then this one says, Carl, that's the sound of people drowning. And that's what forgiveness sounds like. Screaming and then silence. Oh my god. Yeah, you're gonna have a hug. Give me one sec. Let me get you up here. Where are you, Apex? Come here, Apex. Come here. Here you go. Here's your hug. Wow. And then I toss you away. No, Grandpa, take your meds. Gramps? No! Hold on. No. This is great. You have to watch both of these if you haven't. They're required to be on the internet. Wait, yeah, also, like, there's like 5 or 6 llamas with hats. Right, he makes a hand chair out of faces. God, this gets dark at certain points. I think in the end he causes the apocalypse and then eats God? Remembering correctly. Yesterday, because of work, look at that bit not being called horny. Yeah, I know, you're not. It's okay. How do you not know it? There's literally one with Transformers in it. There is. Anyway, that's my trip down memory lane of being old. Which I'm not. I'm not old. I'm young. Looks a bit like BoJack. I mean, yeah, kinda. Okay. So now, with this... oh my god, twin! Yeah, exactly. Well, I think, what was it? It was technically he ate like a piece of God. So, okay, so with this... You guys can't see my files right now. Okay, good. So this, I just have a very rough thing over here, and this is going to load in. It's going to take a little while because there's a lot of books on this map, and this, apparently books take up like all the processing power. Oh. Okay. Oh god. Damn, did your workers go like, why you waddling? Someone make you so that you can't walk straight? Jesus Christ. Okay, so this is what I have so far. This is going to be a library that they can go through. This isn't like fully done. This is kind of just like a rough draft of what I'm doing really quickly. But basically, so how the story has been going, in which sometimes I love to just let my players do a little improv so that whatever they want can happen. And I'll tell them if like, no, that's not the case or whatever. But I had a lot of fun with this. So with this, um, this is the library that they are going to in order to get some information on like what's going on with the zombies and the zombie apocalypse that's going on. As this is a scholar town, they're hoping to find like a little more information that might be helpful to them. And they did. They just didn't realize it. But he was like, "Did you get injured here?" And I was like, "No." And his response is great. He goes, "Well, that's boring. We could have had a fat claim on our hands." Uh, so the receptionist, how our game kind of went is one of our players, Antov, um, started going in a certain way, and one of the players was like, well, I just had to because of the person at like they had disguised themselves as the receptionist here, and one of my players, Antov, in a whole thing of like pure um improv, was like, well, you didn't have to disguise yourself as my ex. And I was like, ooh, interesting story elements there. And we got some amazing fucking backstory for Antov. Like, absolutely great. So, Antov is a player, is his player character, his backstory is like, he was made into a super soldier type of a thing. And okay, have fun. I hope that you come back soon. Um, but so his whole thing is that he's a super soldier, and he was kind of made into this super soldier, and due to him being stationed in this town a lot, because this is kind of where they made like these magical super soldiers and whatnot. Um, because he was stationed here a lot, he started dating the receptionist here. And we had this whole, we like, me and Antov's player have made, like, created this whole story off of this just because he had an offshoot random line that this character was his character's ex. And it was great because it really developed his character and like showed more of backstory. Like, as Antov was stationed here, every now and then he would like head off and, like, go on missions and whatnot. And every time he went on a mission, unless if his squad came back, he just started thinking like, lights, and they didn't shout it out and like they should. And I looked up and saw a light being dropped, and I jumped out of the way and almost felt, oh my god. Um, that, oh, oh, I hope you're okay. But so what we decided is Antov, every time they would come back, and less of their squad would come back, Antov felt like it would be more and more like everything that Antov. Oh, oh, that would have been a beautiful claim. Also, you'd be very injured. Don't try to be injured on purpose, but that would have been a beautiful claim. Um, so Antov, feeling like the pain of every death that happened with his squad members, uh, he decided to end his relationship because he was like, I don't want to leave someone, like, I won't want to get injured on purpose. Good, don't. No, Constructicons! Don't do that. But so Antov decided to end the relationship that he had with the receptionist, specifically because um in this relationship he what was it? He he didn't want to leave someone behind. He didn't want to make someone else feel the same pain that he did and whatnot. So, but then how we continue the story? Stop reading chat until you finish yapping. Lovely. I keep losing track of what you're saying. Oh, I'm sorry. Can I injure someone else on purpose? Yes, you can. That is perfectly acceptable. We trade in organs here, so I accept that. Basically, and so Antov, not wanting to hurt anyone else and whatnot, ended his like with his own death, ended his relationship because he's like, I'm still going to go out on missions and I might not come back. And if I don't come back, I don't want someone to be left behind, someone that will be in as much pain as I am from losing my squad members. But what we had with all of that, me and Antov's player had a whole like DM conversation about this and whatnot. And what we decided on is that returning to the town, because Antov didn't even think that he would return here very often or ever again. By returning to the town, following, then Kuro stops talking and reads chat. And then me, what was Kuro saying? I don't know, what was I saying? But Antov never thought that Antov would come back to this town. So me and Antov's player had this whole conversation in DMs about what like would happen. So Antov went to his character's ex's apartment, and they had like a whole conversation and whatnot. And how Antov's player decided to play it out was for Antov, this mission to go like save the lands from the zombie apocalypse, that is his last one. So he's fine to, finally settle down and whatnot, which was actually amazing character development because his character has been like, the whole point of his character is to be like grumpy this whole time. And, kind of like very serious. He's the serious one of the party. He's the one that will like, okay, come on, let's get back on track. Come on. I know we're having fun being silly, but let's get back to this. But now he's like, oh, I'm happy. You guys, we're gonna get to stuff, but you guys do what you gotta do. And it's like, wow. But it's like such great character development and whatnot in this. And I love it. And all of it is like, I know I said like before, like, oh, the problem with DMing of if your players are smart and whatnot, that you don't use certain maps. This was an entire improv thing, and it added so much story, and I love it. I love when my players decide stuff, and like it becomes like the full like telling a story with the players. And for anyone who wants to be a DM at some point, it's a very important thing to know that you by my side. Sorry, Soren. No, hold on, I can't read that right now. But with that, it's something to know about like playing with your players and whatnot, that it may not be that it's always the story that you wanted to originally tell, but it's the story that you're going to be telling now. That this is the story that you are telling with your players, that you sometimes have to pivot, and it's so much fun to just lean into those pivots, at least in my opinion. There are other types of DMs that will be like, no, we're not going to do that. And even if you are that type of DM, you also have to know, like, you got to say no at some points. If I didn't want this character to be Antov's ex, I would have said no. If I had a plan for them and like a full-on plan, I would have been like, no, we can't do that. Hi, Snow. And let's see, we're soaring, we're flying. There's not a star in heaven that we can reach. Thank you. But yeah, so this is like great stuff. Right now, I'm now just making this library. Let me see, I think that would be Alchemist Laboratory. Yep, library. And then I want this library that I'm making to be 2 floors at the least. So we're gonna be changing this up a little bit. Yeah, I know High School Musical. I'm of age to know what that is. Oh wait, that's 2. How much is this? This is like 4, isn't it? 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's 6. Okay. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do 5 on this side because 6 gets. Actually, no, I'll do 6. I'll do 6. Okay. Station, do 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 do. I am not Grandma! How dare you! Just because. Wait, hold on. Actually, I need to check something now. As this runs. School Musical. High School Musical. When did these movies come out? High School 2000s. No! This is 19 years old. Ah! 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 So call me a grandma. Let me be in pain for a little bit. Let's. Oh my god. Oh! Hi, B. Hi. Oh! Oh! B. 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 Hi. How are you? You doing good today, V? What's up? Do 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 do. Also, me saying I'm not old when like we're literally listening to. Oh, you noticed me? Yeah. Hi. Did you say something before and I missed it? I'm sorry if that is the case, but no, I always notice you. Hi, V. I was going to keep throwing shit till you noticed me. No, I noticed you right away. Don't worry, don't worry. Yeah, boo. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a bee. I don't. Can I have my.
Man, you look big penis today.
Thank you. And sure, you can have your allowance. Okay. So also, for anyone who wants to use this is Dungeon Alchemist, by the way.
Bob.
Hi, Proxy. Hi, V. Hi, Snow, and everyone. Thank you for saying that I have a big PPB. It's needed sometimes. So here's something that I also found out in this. So in this, this is kind of how I'm deciding that I can do multiple floors. So I can get rid of this, and I'm thinking this, and then on the other side, I'm thinking this, and we can get rid of this. I don't want to get rid of these. I like these being here. But what I learned that we could do in this is, and I gotta find them, I think they're under structure. If we do stairs going up, which this is really cool that we can do. Jesus Christ. This is really cool that we can do. We can grab, let's find a nice set of wooden stairs in here. Something that I'd want to use in a library, like these. And what I learned that you can do, I actually might want to lower the size of these before I put them in. They'll go away, dude. But what you can do in this, so like you can see like, oh, well, but there's like a banister here. If this is going between, oh, fudging, I guess I have to make it a little bit bigger. Oh, come on. The wall's not even that big. How do I need this to be at its max size for this? Okay, hold on. I gotta do these stairs, maybe. Oh wait, there's a door on the other side of these stairs. What the? Oh, that's interesting. That's cool to know. But what you can do is you can, only this game was smart anyway. But what you can do, which I'll show here with this one, because if the stairs are high enough, you can like do this, and you can like you can like have the stairs be larger so that it looks like from an aerial point of view that it's just the stairs are going up into the next section, which is really cool and nice. You know, that I'm gonna move you over a bit. We're gonna move you away from the stairs. We're gonna move you here. Dang, actually I might change this up a little bit because of that, because that's, I want to use these stairs, but I don't want them to be this big. Okay, then we're gonna have to, we can do a little bit of something else here. Gambling. I mean, you can't just bonk random people. Also, thank you for the pinchies, Constructicons. I'm sorry I missed it. Okay, so we can then instead, no, we're gonna do, where is it? Here, and we can get rid of the banisters here. We can go back to this, and then we can, I do like, so this is what I was kind of like pointing towards. You can have these objects like in multiple rooms at once. So that's not exactly what I wanted. Yeah, that works. So by having them in multiple rooms at once, you are out of your cage. Meow Balden. Oh, okay, got it. I will know that for the future, that I gotta say that Meowden is Balden. Let me put you back in your cage. It's okay, Proxy. It's okay. That's Kira. That's not Proxy. This is Proxy. There we go. Understood. Yeah, it's okay. You're in the cage now. It's all okay. And yeah, you are still in the basement. We don't let people out of the basement once they're in there. It's kind of like a permanent position. Just like being one of my followers. You might see it as, oh, no, I could stop following you at any point. And that's true. You can. That is well within your rights to just stop following me. Stop following me, stop subscribing, you know, whatever it is. That's your right. But the first time you did, you guys kind of signed a contract, and I'm sorry to say, but you Constructicons, get out of here. You kind of signed unfollow. Sounds good. No, wait, hold on. If you signed a contract that says that I own your soul and whatnot, so in through the night, 'cause it's terror time again. So this is kind of what I was thinking of for this. God, this is like really not symmetrical, but I'm gonna have to deal with it. So there's going to be like the two staircases that lead up, and then this is going to be like the second floor. And that's kind of what I was planning for here. Oh wait, people can check how long I've been following. Yeah, they can. You signed it once you hit the follow button. Yeah, exactly. Also, so here's a really cool thing for this, which I'm gonna grab a character. We're gonna see. I don't know, who do we want to be throwing in here? We're gonna throw this random alchemist in here. And here's something that I didn't know that you could do in this, but you can. And I'm like, what? So you see this eyeball thing right here? You can click on it, and it's loading, but it will load you in as a first-person perspective. Oh, God. I've stained my soul away to so many people. There's going to need to be a battle royale when I die. Don't worry, I planned for that. But this is like really, I know it's laggy. But this is like really cool to see like how this would look in a first person perspective. Especially because some of the stuff that you can export this to, you can export this to some games that do allow the players to have these first person perspectives. But yeah, so then like we could walk through here and like, I know that there's no roof here, but like you can walk through here, you can open up these and whatnot. You can like just walk around and that's, you know, but can I jump over this? I can. Okay, cool. So I can get back down. But yeah, you can see like all these little details. Like, look at this. And that's actually kind of cool. I kind of like this because it looks like it's drawing up the map for this place. And extremely detailed. It's low quality. How are you lagging so much? Because of the books. It's the books. So for anyone, I think I touched up on this in the beginning. So it's not each bookcase is a separate object. It's every single book in the bookcase, and the bookcase is a separate object. Yeah, lots of small objects. Look at all these small objects. There is a lot of polygons in that library. But like, I love this. I love that this is like something that you can do in this. And look, you can like look through this stuff. Oh, hey, it's the same demon that's like over there. Ha! It's when you walk away. But yeah, no, this is like such a cool design that they added in. Jesus Christ. Also, we're gonna get back to the D&D planning after. But I love this. Look, you can just like close the doors and everything. You can walk around. And like, are all the books the same? I think all the books are the same. They are all the same. But like, you can walk through here. Wait, there's a flaming book that I have in here. Can I like? That is so cool! I am one follower from 300, and I'm really excited for it. That is so cool. I didn't know that it could do that, where the players would be able to click on it. That's so cool. Oh, God. Hold on. There's a lot of polygons in that direction. Look at this. And then I can stop and play that. That's so cool. Oh my God. I actually really like this. I like that they added this in so you can see like the first person perspective of all this. Dance, they never had a chance. Q, how long my old account following? Ooh, I am not entirely sure. No! Okay. I'd have to check that. Oh, you can turn off the lights? Oh my God. I could check that at some point. This is so cool. I love all this. But yeah, so this is like really nice. It lets you see things from the first person perspective. Also, and here's the thing, if I press escape and then, you know, I'm no longer looking like that, like in the first person perspective. I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to check on that. Did you follow, okay, really quickly, were you following me since I had this model or my old PNG? That will determine if it's been at least a year. The old one, then you've been following for over a year. I think this one came about around June or July last year. Sorry, I was finishing my ramen. But okay. So on to the part where I'm going to ask you guys for your ideas. So one of my players, we're gonna call this player to keep. Hi, Vapor. How are you? We're gonna call this player just to keep them a little anonymous. Stop chewing on my cables, Vapor. To keep them a little anonymous, we're gonna call them by a a little nickname. I don't want people to just like straight up know who they are. So we're gonna call them Balden. Balden. I think that'll keep their anonymity. My friends, yeah. Anyway, um, but this player of mine, they're a cleric, and in the party we have a cleric, a rogue, um, a warlock, and a paladin, I believe is the party consistency. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, and a zombified arm that is their pet. Um, so with this, you'd think, oh, well, the rogue is going to go around, stealing and whatnot. So that's what I have to plan for. And you're half correct. I do have to plan for the party trying to steal or break the law or whatever is the case. But it's not the rogue that I have to watch out for. The cleric is a little kleptomaniac. So the cleric, basically in this library, how I'm having it is there's the main library, there's the second floor, and then on the second floor, there is this. This is like the restricted section. What that mouth do? Well, I mean there's a thing that shows what that mouth do. Anyway, um but this is kind of like the restricted section. So this is like where more research notes and whatnot are done. So how this world is kind of working is anything on the undead or necromancy is generally put into these restricted sections, or they were books that were confiscated for, the government to read about and try to figure out how to solve the zombie apocalypse. And that's because they don't want to, while they're trying to solve the zombie apocalypse, have some random schmo come around and use necromancy to make the problem a million times more worse. So Jesus Christ, this is screamo. I wasn't expecting this screaming. Anyway.
That mouth eat, breath, and honk shoo me me me. Also the rest of this message has been censored by Twitch.
Oh shit, oh fuck, yeah, come on, Vapor. You're not supposed to tell people about that. Also, Vapor, oh my, letting them know everything that you know this mouth does? Ooh. Come on, we can't let them know that you have personal experience. Oh, shoot me. I didn't expect Screamo. This song played like 50 times in your stream by now. I know. I'm just a little late on the update for it. I don't know. Okay, I want to change up the door for this. So basically, over here is the restricted section. As I said, like anything that is about zombies and whatnot, zombies, necromancy, the undead. That would be here. Now, further on, past this other door, is the further restricted section where it's like research notes. Disney World? No, Disney World is I'm gonna make an even more restricted section, and that'll be Disney World. Oh no, it's a pinchies. No, come on, I need to know something. But this is like the further restricted section. This is like the research notes of the scholars and whatnot that are trying to figure out how to solve the zombie apocalypse, or, and this is something that you guys know, but my players don't yet, or it's research notes on how they are trying to control the zombie apocalypse. So one of my players, Meowden, his character is Kalen the cleric. Kalen, blep, blep, blep. Kalen the cleric, he got slight access to this restricted section, just very limited and slight access, to which he did get some books, and he was able to learn a little necromancy. Excuse me. So this is the area that he got access to. Beyond, oops, sorry, excuse me. Oh, oopsie. There's a clock in front of this door. That's my bad. Beyond this door, which I'm going to be changing to be more of like maybe an iron door, like barred door. I'm thinking this one. Yeah, so there's like a little way for you to see inside. I like that a lot more. He was able to see something in there that was incredibly magical. Something that he believes will be able to help him like figure out how to control the zombies and whatnot, as that is Kalen's that's Kalen's goal in this campaign. Stop the zombie apocalypse by controlling it. Unlike some of the other players who their whole thing about trying to stop the zombie apocalypse is stop it by getting rid of it. No zombies, world is safe. So Kalen, on the other hand, is trying to find ways to control it. So he saw through this door some magical essence that was necromantic in nature. So he wants to get back there, but he's unable to. Knowing his player, I know for a fact he's going to try to get back there anyway. He's going to try to go through this whole area and sneak back there. As such, I need to fully make this area. I need to think of every little thing that I could put in here and how I want to do it. And that's where you guys are going to come in to help me with this. So for this library, I mean, this is kind of like a very empty section back here. I wasn't planning to have too much back here. But what do you guys think? What else should I put back here? What are you guys thinking? Because I liked your ideas last time. My ear itched. So far, I kind of, like, I've just been, like, I plopped a few magical items, and I don't know where to put this. This is kind of just like a flaming book on the floor. I guess I could put it up there. Oh, no, but then it's, like, floating above it. But yeah, I was wondering if you guys had any ideas for this as well. So my main idea for this is, here's the different sections. Maybe I would switch out I think I'm going to switch out some of these bookcases here for some of the bigger ones. I think that might also help with the rendering and everything, and probably the file size. It might help with the file size for when I'm trying to upload this. Because already there's a lot of books and whatnot here. So I could do that. Maybe have, I wonder if there's a scroll rack I could use. That is not in objects. Is there like, so there's piles of scrolls. Oopsie. Game? Oh, game's not happy right now. But yeah, no, I liked the ideas that you guys had last time, so I was hoping that I could like go off of you guys a little bit more for this, because it was really nice hearing everything that you guys had an idea for. Oh, the game, have you finally? Yeah, you're good now. Let's search for... Okay, so I think that will be a good idea. I could grab one of these cabinets. Is there anything that would be like a scroll cabinet specifically? I mean, that's like, it's like a wine cabinet, but can I get rid of the wine bottles in here? Wait a minute, is each part separate? Oh. Oh. Okay, cool, awesome. Teacups on some decks? Maybe, maybe. I'm thinking, no, not that one. This one, and then I could shrink the size of these scrolls, and I could put them in here, and then I could have like, okay, scroll. And like I could do stuff like this, and then there's like there's like a cabinet of a bunch of scrolls and whatnot. That would kind of be nice. Yeah. I'm gonna shrink this one a little bit. Yeah. 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 Okay, this worked out kind of well. The bottom layer doesn't really work for it, but whatever. Like, is the library? Yes, the library is still in use. This is an actively used. Oh wait, this is in the more restricted section. If I do this, oh, it just has to be empty. Okay. But I do think that the scrolls are necessary up here. I think that would be a good idea. Having like old scrolls that are like maybe more on magic and whatnot in the upper part. This is kind of a barren upper part. I'm still trying to figure out what to put up here. I could do that, like a little lounge area up in this restricted section, like maybe for the... Ooh, actually, I like that. I like that idea. I could get rid of a little bit here, make like a lounge area. Yeah. It does look so clean. It looks empty. I agree with you. It looks a little too empty up there. I'm thinking maybe what I could do is have like a little lounge area here. Like maybe, hold on. We're gonna go for bench. We're gonna look for a nice bench. Or maybe, would there be any couches in this? There would be, and this is supposed to be more of a fancy place, so I guess that would work. So what I was thinking is we could have these here, and then we could have a table in the middle. Need like a coffee table. Not like one of these big fancy ones. Not a gingerbread table. Ooh, that actually kind of works. That kind of works. I like that. And then I could just shrink it down a little bit, and then it's a coffee table. That kind of fits the theme of this. So, hi Malice, how are you? Maybe rotate the couches slightly off like that it doesn't... Ooh, that's true! So like you're thinking, oh, whoopsie. So something kind of like... Maybe I want this to be ever so slightly off. We're gonna move these closer. Kind of like that. Yeah. And then what I was thinking is there's like these scrolls that I could put out, and I was thinking about like you know, like having this be like someone was actively doing research over here. So, and then let's see. Book, no, I'm thinking maybe like that, and then Necronomicon. I forgot that that was in here. Let's see. Is there like a pile of books I can do? Not like these nicely stacked ones. Yeah, stacked books, stacked books. So like I could put like these here. Oh, poisoned. Do. Oh, I should do a shift on this. Like that kind of for like a messy area. Or like an empty, ooh, empty plate. That's a good idea. I could do a plate or yeah, like the teacup. Cup with saucer. Perfect. Poison. Do. Chalice of Tears. So yeah, I could do that for this, for like a whole research area that was going on. And now I need to do that, like, I'm trying to think, should I just do this back section? It's my chalice? Yeah, so should I just do this back section as like, should I just like, I think I'm gonna get rid of this book, by the way. I don't think I'm gonna use that. Or I might use it. So one thing that I was thinking about doing for that book is maybe like getting like some sort of cage or something looking thing. Do. Encased bot. Ooh. Okay. But I was thinking about getting like a cage or something, and like I could put the book inside of it. But I'm trying to think. I don't think there's one that would be. Trying to think about this. Damn, a cage. I know, right? Um. Cage. But I'm trying to think of that something that I could do for that, because I was thinking like maybe have that book and it's like in like a case or something. Actually, instead of cage, case. Okay. Display case. Yeah, stuff like that. This is kind of perfect. And then I could take off the dome and I could put the book inside. Hold on. That would be under the magical section. But that could work. Because I was thinking this flaming book could be the book that Kaelin saw, like that the magical essence that Kaelin saw would be this book. Which is kind of like, it's supposed to be like a no, don't touch this book. And I gotta think about, ooh, I just smacked my mic. Oopsie. I was thinking. Still loading. God, this thing does take a while to load. It usually doesn't go this badly. It usually goes a lot faster. But I was thinking that this could be the book that Kaelin saw, and maybe the dome on top of it is like an anti-magical barrier. Oh. Ooh, then go get some meat. Yeah. There we go. I'd say it's better than being hangry, honestly. If you feel yourself getting hangry, the reason why I'm saying it's better than being hangry is if you let yourself be hangry for a while, you're bound to take it out on someone, not because you want to or because you're consciously aware of that, but I found that a lot of the times that someone's like really hangry, they often just do by accident. Okay, so let's do this. Let's lower this. Let's make the book a bit smaller. Put it in here. Ooh, maybe having like that. Or, oh, I'm thinking about green for this. Definitely green. Oh, okay, hold on. Do that. We're gonna move that like more towards the center. Look at that. Look at that. I love that. That's actually really nice looking. I might move that around to be somewhere else. Begin. But yeah, I'm thinking we could do this. Maybe have it more towards the center, like this whole thing. I was thinking that that could be it, or actually, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I got an idea for this. Maybe instead of having it like we're gonna get rid of this whole desk area, and then we can get rid of some objects in this corner, and maybe instead of it being in the middle, we can have it up here in the corner. Maybe I can turn this a bit. And we can use statues like this to kind of like be around it. You know, kind of like a little bit more of a like a look to it. Fences could also work. Actually, I kind of like the idea of fences. Let's do this. And then we can, oh, there's cloth things too. Oh, look at that. Oh, so this would be like the inside of a tent. That's really cool that they have that. Anyway, sorry, I got a little distracted. So like maybe something like this? Yeah. All right, gonna go for a nom and then Kip Chen and then be right back. Yeah, have fun. Oh, get rid of that. That's fine. I can figure out how to put that back in. Um, but I like the idea of the cage. Cell wall. I'm gonna say, or let's do one more out. Yeah. And then we could do this and then have this be like a caged area. And inside of this, I could put other objects. So let's also then put a door on this iron. Let's have. I think of the right door for this. No, I think a big door would be a mistake on this one. Maybe something that's more fancy that's like one of these, or like the blast door might actually be the best one for this. Showing like how much they don't want people in there and whatnot, and maybe how dangerous the objects are. We could do it a corner door as well, so like you can get in from either of these. And then let's go into here. Let's see. So I'm gonna duplicate this one so that we can put that against the wall there. Because I do like the idea of this, that these are like guardian statues protecting the bookcase. Also, with that, I could even make it so that like maybe I could find like a gargoyle or something like a stat sheet, and I could put them in like maybe Kaylin tries to get the book anyway, and then when Kaylin lifts up the dome to get the book, these statues activate or whatever because he didn't like do like proper code or proper magic or whatever. Ooh, to get it to go. Candle of Darkness. Oh. Ah, that's a kind of a fun tool to have in your game. Because it's a candle, and as it's lit, instead of causing light, it slowly does magical darkness. That's actually a really cool item. Ooh. I thought like a museum fence. Is there anything that would be in there? Let me see what we've got for fences. Would it be like a more of a lattice fence or something? Is that what you're thinking? Because I was thinking this, like, because basically what I'm planning to put in here is like maybe dangerous magical objects. And I don't like even with the like, oh, it's only the scientists that can get in there. I think they'd want to lock it up pretty well. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking for this. Miner's font chest, floating eye, ghostly hand. Ooh, okay. Hex puppet. What do you do? Just sit there and be creepy? That's nice. That's nice. I'm happy for you guys. Jar of teeth! Okay. Magical Wait. Ooh, okay. Hold on. I kind of like that. As like a carpet? Ooh, wait. Hold on. Magic circle. I could put that in here. What if I have the whole floor? That's a really cool look because it goes with the whole like if I do put like some more objects in here that are supposed to be like magical and things that people don't want to get, maybe it's like the dome itself is enchanted for anti-magic, but then also this is like further protection and whatnot. That I like that. I like that. I got to think about what else I can put in there because I wasn't thinking about that. Fire spout. No, I don't need that. Because I thought about the cool thing with this, and then I didn't think about, wait a minute, now I actually have to put stuff in there. Because I only thought about the book. Maybe, okay, hold on. We could take, and I'm going to do one of these tables. Find the right one to do this with. Want it to be. That's kind of right. I would have to lower the size and whatnot, but maybe like have this. No. Okay, so I'm thinking that, and then I could put the same thing on the other. No. I could put the same thing on the other side, and then I could grab stuff from the magical section. No. Such as rotten head. Okay, interesting. I was thinking, because in here I saw a black mirror. This could be where they put all the more dangerous, like, necromancy stuff. So, like, I could have, like, the black mirror in here. I could put, the jar of teeth, and, maybe just have fun with that. Yeah. Just like a couple of objects in here. Or, oh, whoopsie, sorry, I wasn't looking over there for a second. Twitch broke for me, but I am back. Always someone joined your Discord. Oh, someone joined? Oh, nice. Hi, Nox. How are you? Thank you for eating my cables. Sorry, I got really focused on setting up and I wasn't reading chat. I'm sorry. Okay. But I could also do this as have the black mirror be like over here all on its own. Stream, I found it funny. Okay, I'll check the stream. Check on stream. Do 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 do. Okay, so the jar of teeth. I'm thinking that. What is this? This is like a pile of teeth. Pile of teeth. Okay, I was right. Okay, cool. I don't know why there's so portal with menhers. Ooh. I also, okay, I love what they've done for some of the portals. Because, oh, this one doesn't have it. Okay, whatever. I was all excited to show you guys, but I guess it's not there. Do 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 do. But like, okay, this one is one that I've played around with for a little bit. So like, let's go to the realm of like fire or whatever, and then look at this, the animations and whatnot that they, yeah, teeth jar. Like, look at this. Look at this. It just seems like a pedestal, and then like it does all this stuff. And then in the middle, once the middle part stops moving, look at that. That's so cool. And then at any point, I could just do boop. Look at how cool that is. Look at how cool that is. They also have stuff in here that you could put in like, what is this? Tazel's fortified tower. And like, okay, it looks like it's just, you know, like a little tower. You could do this, and oh, look at that. It shoots a little cannon out of it. Biblically accurate angel. Yeah, exactly. You can take off the roof, and then you could see inside, and it's just like this little castle. There's not much. Oh, but Tazel's fortified tower isn't, I believe that's like a spell or an object that you can get, and it's a tower that your players can go into. Oh, so like, do they shrink or something? No. And I love that they added this. Look at that! Look at that! That is so cool. And then like you can open the doors and whatnot so that like the players can go inside. I mean, it's like smaller than, you know, what a lot of people think of as the tower. But that's so cool. Like, look at that. Oh. And then you can close it up. Isn't that cool? Isn't that a really cool item that they've added in? Do 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 do. I don't know what this mouth is. I actually was thinking about putting this in here, but I don't know what it is or what it does. Please stop. This is a mistake. Oh God, I can't even look away. Please, is it your teeth that are in the jar? If so, I'm sorry. Ugh. I could just put a walleye. No. Okay, let's see. What other objects might I want to put in? Magical decoration. That would be very nice. Magical gargoyle. Ooh, so they actually do have like straight up a gargoyle? Does its wings just flap every now and then? Wait, does it only move when someone's not looking at it? Hold on. It's up in the corner. Wait a minute. It does move when no one's looking at it. What? Oh no, now it's moving when I'm looking at it. Okay, that would have been really cool. That is a recipe for disaster with D&D players. It really is. The things they'll make the mouth do. Oh no, you're right. That is a recipe for disaster. Mask of Sensu. That's actually kind of a nice decoration. I can put that in there. Portal frame, okay. Just a random hand. Magical utility. I'm trying to like figure out more of what I could put in here. Bottomless bag. Wait, can I do anything with this? Whoa! What? Oh, that's a really cool item. What? What? Anthropods. Okay, no context. Sure. Wait, that is so. Hold on. That is really cool. Oh, that's a really cool animation that they put into this. So, what can I do for the. I can change the color of each one of the potions. Oh. That's really cool. I like that. And then I can close it up. What do you do? Oh my god, that is such a quirky little thing. Did you guys okay. Every time I try to move these boots, because they're the boots of getting lost, they just move around. That's actually really funny. I like that. Flying broom. Oh, it is kind of floating. That's kind of fun. Play Golem. Can this thing move? No, it can't. Okay. So the item is called Boots of Getting Lost. So watch what happens when I put them down. They moved away from where I put them. That's actually really funny. I like that. It doesn't matter where you put them, they just pop somewhere else. Because they're that's really fun. I like that. That's a really fun thing that they put in here. Galvanting cauldron? Oh, because it has eyeballs. Oh my. What if a player puts them on? You know what? I would not be against putting them in here. And if one of my players is like, ooh, magic boots, and puts them on. No? No, and it just like pops them somewhere else? Oh, cursed object. Okay, I'm going to do scroll. Okay, so I'm gonna start like doing like a mess in this area because also I gotta like create more cabinets. Because where are all these scrolls that I'm putting around coming from if there's like no cabinets or whatever? I'm gonna plop a couple of these around. Maybe one on a bottom shelf and then top shelf. And then we're gonna grab this. We're gonna put a couple of these in. And we're gonna put them some at like an angle and whatnot so that it does kind of look like someone just threw them back. It'd be so evil. Yeah, and what's the problem with that? I don't see any problem with being a little evil to my players. So wasn't there a hidden room? I could do a hidden room. Hold on. I think if I go into doors, I believe there is one in here that's like a hidden room door. Because if I'm remembering, that's a cool door. Anyway, oh, it's like a hobbit hole door. Ah, that's really fun. do it and just have whoever puts on the boots get locked in there so the players have to find it. That would be evil. That's kind of funny, but that would be evil. But yeah, there's like this. You could do this as a secret door. You could do like a bookshelf. And then let me click on it. And then I could do this. And then it opens. Look at that. And then there could be like a little room back here. What would I put in the secret room, though? That's a good question. I do need to messy this place up. Oh wait. Also, I just realized, I just remembered something that I could do. I could do this. Storage, no. Library, books, and then I could just do this. Okay, wait, hold on, Control Z. Brush density, not very dense. Actually, that's still, oopsie. Oh, did that just get rid of the secret door? Did I accidentally do that? No, okay, we're still good. Sure, items or some of the currency. That's actually, currency is a good idea. I like the currency idea. Maybe I could have a table that has like maybe more like a card game or something back here that's going on, and then have like some money on the table, kind of like when the researchers were taking a break or something. That's what they were doing. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I like that. I'm going to also just plop some more books around. I'm thinking, where would I want to put that in here? Maybe instead of having that in the incredibly restricted section, because this would be more of like researchers and whatnot, maybe so that more people could like access their little like their fun little games, like more researchers could. They could have like the section like over here or something. Playing a card game. That would be funny. That would be very funny. Okay, you guys, we're gonna go play this card game. And if you guys can beat me, then then you'll be able to get access to everything. And it's literally just like Yu-Gi-Oh or some shit. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna erase some objects. Oh, that'll also probably help this. So I'm thinking over here could be like their gaming area. Because I do like that idea. Kind of like just an area for them to just sit and relax. Those cards in the secret room, they decide to play, they can get a buff in that boss. I'm tempted to put the deck of many things in there. So for anyone who doesn't play D&D or hasn't played, a lot of D&D, we're going to look for the many things. The deck of many things. The deck of many things is a which a lot of DMs do not put the deck of many things in their games, and it's for a very good reason. The deck is basically every time someone picks a card, they get a random effect. And then there's all these effects and whatnot. So let's go through a couple of these. Your mind suffers a wrenching alteration, causing your alignment to change. Lawful becomes chaotic. Good becomes evil, and vice versa. If you are true, neutral, or unaligned, this card has no effect on you. This, in and of itself, seems pretty like ones have just basically stopped because nobody is showing up, and the other one, basically, the DM won't start another session. Oh, I'm sorry. Is there any reason for that? Is it just everyone fell out or something? Or was there like an argument or... I'm sorry. That sucks when you don't get to finish a game. But, so this one... Oh. Still, I'm sorry. That sucks. I hope you can find another group that you like playing with. Um, maybe if you join like a Gundam community and you offer to do like Gundam D&D, they'll be interested. In the first one, we took like a month-long break. Just discovered a great new word. What's the word? The first one, we took like a month-long break, and now nobody shows up. Oh, so it could be that people had now put up other like other things that they were doing. I'm sorry about that. But as I was saying, the first one sounds like it's not really that bad, except if you're playing like a warlock or a cleric or a paladin and gratitude. That's a great word. But if you're one of these, then simply changing your allegiance, if you're a cleric or a paladin or a warlock, based on what who your patron is, I know, I'm so sorry, but at least you get to experience it through me through this. But if you're one of those, changing your alignment can get your patron or your god or whatever you've declared your oath to be broken. Because if you're a cleric, certain gods will be like, oh, you're now chaotic evil when before you were lawful good. I can't support you anymore because my whole thing is I'm a lawful good god, so I have to have lawful good people like that I'm the patron of. For a warlock, it could be there are ways in which your patron could be like, I don't care what you are, just do what I say. But if you went from like maybe lawful evil to now chaotic good, you might not want to, follow this demon. You might instead be like chaotic and you'll go against them. And it's not like it seems innocent, but it's really not. D&D campaign for the chat, right? I can't remember. I think yeah, you did. Comment. If you single-handedly defeat the next hostile monster or group of monsters you encounter, you gain experience points enough to gain 1 level. Otherwise, this card has no effect. So basically, you just gain a level. Still need to finish the Cyberpunk 2020 campaign I'm DMing. Oh, how's that going? You disappear and become entombed in a state of suspended animation in an extra-dimensional sphere. Everything you are wearing and carrying stays behind in the space you occupied when you disappeared. You remain imprisoned until you are found and removed from the sphere. You can't be located by divination magic, but a wish spell could reveal the location of your prison. You draw no more cards. I'm just going through all the stuff in the deck of many things, and this is why like DMs don't add it, and why some people who play D&D might have never heard of it. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. So much rules. Well, I mean, you're the DM. You get to decide the rules, honestly. But with this, the reason why a lot of DMs don't use it is because there are multiple cards like this that are essentially just, your character's out of the campaign now. There's no way for people to get to you except if you are of level to have Wish, or you by chance pull the card in this that is Wish. You take a -2 penalty on saving throws while cursed in this way. Only a god or magic of the fates card can end this curse. Look at that. That's another thing. That's a permanent debuff. There are some good things in this. If like I went through all of this, you gain 10,000 XP and you draw 2 additional cards beyond your declared draw. That could be really good. Look at this. You just get a magic weapon. You just get a magic weapon. Like you gain the service of a 4th level fighter. Like there are good things in this. You get to cast Wish. But then there are also things in which it's like your player just dies. You are trapped in an extra dimensional space. A demon is now following you and your party and it cannot be killed. Oh god, probability calculations for damage. I mean, you could just choose not to. Ooh, okay, yeah, Cyberpunk Red. What did you think of the idea again? For D&D for the chat, I like it. I could definitely do that. I would have to think about a whole thing, and I might do that like after I finish this campaign. But like there's a lot of stuff that's like that where it's either it breaks your game by killing off the players, by completely destroying a player's character, or by making it so that the players are overpowered to a degree that's really hard for you to deal with. Due to this, a lot of DMs do not use the deck of many things. Or if they do, they use different homebrewed decks of many things, such as like changing them up. I've used stuff like the deck of many things in games before, and I completely changed what each card did. And the reason I did this is because I didn't want the players to have this stuff. There is. Hold on, let me D&D 5e wiki. Let's go to races. I believe if we are going to, I think they're in Spelljammer. Thrycreen. Yep, Thrycreen. I believe that's it. Thrycreen. Yep, the Thrycreen. Bug people. Is that what you were looking for? But yeah, you could have like, so the Thrycreen will have like 4 arms and whatnot, and then I think it means you can hold like multiple weapons. Let's see. Chameleon Carapace. While you aren't wearing armor, your Carapace gives you a base armor class of 13 plus your dexterity modifier. As an action, you can change the color of your Carapace to match the color and texture of the structures. So basically, you like, yeah, my people. Exactly. You could be these guys. So you get you can change your color and like be a chameleon against a wall. You have dark vision, secondary arms. You have 2 slightly smaller secondary arms below your primary pair of arms. The secondary arms function like your primary arms with the following exceptions. You can use a secondary arm to wield a weapon that has the light property, but you can't use a secondary arm to wield other kinds of weapons. You can't wield a shield with your secondary arm. Ooh, nice, nice. You do not require sleep, and you can choose to remain conscious during a long rest, though you must still refrain from strenuous activity to gain the benefit of rest. And you have telepathy with other Thrycreen and whatnot. I think, or is it with any number of willing creatures. You can't use 4 shields, I'm sorry. Maybe, hold on. Buckler. I don't think it has the light property. I would say, so I don't see anything for Buckler and D&D. Let's change 5e. So this is on World Anvil, which I think means it's bludgeoning properties light. Okay, awesome. So you could, if your DM wants to add this in, a buckler. Is there multiple types of bug people? Thrycreen are the only ones that I can remember. I mean, technically, there are other species that, like the Simic hybrids, you can have those be bug people. Hi, Jam, how are you? This game or anime? Lesbian romance. Have you ever watched Jellyfish Don't Swim at Night? There you go. That's pretty lesbian. But for Constructicons, for the jellyfish don't swim at night, there you go. It's, what is it? It's, no. Anyway, it's so hot. I'm so good and so hot right now. I know it is so hot outside. So what you could do is, I don't think bucklers are normally in D&D, but if your DM allows it and you want to play a Thry-Kreen that uses 4 shields or multiple shields, you can ask your DM if you can have a buckler. A buckler is how bucklers were more used. They're very like small shields. So let's look up buckler so I can like show you this. This is a buckler. That's not a buckler. That is too big to be a buckler in my opinion. Although it might be a buckler and I'm just, wrong. I might be wrong. But this is a buckler. It's like these tiny shields that were more for parrying. And then or if you weren't parrying, you could use them to just punch, like punching gloves, essentially, to beat up the enemy. So depending if your DM allows you to, Constructicons, you might be able to request that if you want to play a Thry-Kreen, you could request that you have like bucklers for your tiny arms. So the whole thing with them is to like just do like simple blocking, or like if you wanted to like punch things, you could just do like, okay, well, I'm gonna attack, and then like if something knocks away your swords or something, you could just do punch with the bucklers. About the heat, I gotta show something. Oh, please. What about the heat? Have I missed anything? Gem is always good and hot. Oh my god. That, I agree. Anyway, it's hot for y'all while it was raining a ton where I am. Oh my god. I'm probably gonna forget this and only remember this stuff after I already did everything and it's too late to choose something else. Write it. You've got that notepad for writing it down. Write it down. Thry-Kreen buckler. So there's also for if you wanted some other things that you could do for like bug people, quote unquote. So there is the Simic hybrid, which the Simic hybrid is supposed to be like you get stuff that's more, I think this stuff is supposed to be aquatic creatures, but technically if you wanted to, you could ask your DM if you could flavor any of these things as being a bug person. A Simic hybrid is like, as you're going through, you get more and more abilities that are like of animals and whatnot. If we get the chat D&D, I'd probably do more of a once-off thing. What is it in check on stream? Let me see. Oh, also Constructicon sent me something earlier in check on stream, and I forgot about it. I like that. Don't touch the ears. I like that. I love that, Constructicons. How would the German summer heat be like? What is this?
Es ist viel zu warm. Heiß wie die Eier.
I have no clue what that's.
Why is there no AC in Germany?
Oh yeah, same. It's, I mean, like, we have AC, but it is horrible outside. What is the current temperature outside for me? One sec. What is the current temperature outside for me? It is, I gotta get up my phone because it's not showing here. It's, so hold on. Would you, yeah, big if. If I were to do it, I'd probably do it where like freedom units. Yeah, and so in freedom units, it is currently 101 here, which is, I think, like 40 in non-freedom units. But you could do this as well, a Simic hybrid. You could request for your DM to flavor a Warforged, Warforges are like constructs, like magical constructs that are like moving around and alive. You could, and sentient, you could probably request to have one that's bug-like maybe one that you argue is like, oh, well, this one was made by the Thri-kreen, so it looks like a Thri-kreen, so as such it has like Thri-kreen abilities. Your DM might be able to work with you on that. I'd work with you on that for a robotic bug thing. Trying to remember. I know you're going to see bugbear in there. Bugbears are not bugs or bears. They're like gorilla type things, sort of. Bigfoot. They're like Bigfoot. I don't remember what a grung is, but I don't think that's it. The anime isn't available here. Oh. What other lesbian stuff have I watched recently? Actually don't remember what. One that was oddly good is the Shut-In Vampire Princess or whatever. That was oddly fun to watch. There's 2 versions of the Thri-kreen, so you could like look for either one of those. Because let's see, is there? Okay. Yeah, it seems like. So that's that one, and then Unearthed Arcana Thri-kreen. Yeah, so there are 2 different versions of the Thri-kreen, so you could like ask to use one of those. Oh, sorry. I don't. This is just me playing music. I'm sorry. I should set that up. This is Idol by Zephyrinia. It's a cover. I'm gonna type their name in here again. And it's Idol by them. I actually really like this cover. No, whoopsie, sorry, that was wrong. Zephyriana. I spelled that wrong. Whoopsie. I can't delete my own comment. Yeah, I like her stuff. I really do like everything, but this is like her cover of Idol, and I really like it. But yeah, so you could do stuff like that. Does that help you construct icons for like options that you could have for bug people? I mean, technically, so let's go to technically you could also look up homebrew races. Like this is clearly like the Makari. The Makari are Rebecca placed. God, you're the game supernatural extraordinary. Okay, I've never heard of these. But like you could do stuff like this where you could look up like some homebrew races that people also have. Other dog people. Sec. Constructicons! I was entirely talking to you this whole time about stuff you could do for bug people. God dang it. I was even saying how like you could do like a Simic hybrid or whatever and flavor it with bugs, or you could do a Warforged, which is a robot race, and then like flavor it as a like a Thri-kreen, work with your DM on that. And I was saying if I was your DM, I would work with you on that. As for all lineages. No, I was talking to you. Let's see. Dog people. Technically, I don't think there's any dog specific people. I'm gonna say the closest you could probably get. I was gone for long. Oh my. I'd say the closest that you could get, you could probably go null. And a null is a hyena person, so you could try for that. I don't remember of any dog people. Um, Oxidon Simic Hybrid. No, 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 no. So, despite how there aren't any dog people, it seems, you could. Would be a dog person? Wait, in D&D, of course. Yeah, D&D. So, with that, because I think I've showed you that in my own game, there is a dog person. Like, one of my players does play a dog person. So, with that, fun little factoid for all of you guys. In D&D 5e, well, in D&D and whatnot, there's actually a reason, well, in any sort of fantasy things, there's a reason why there's different kobolds in the European versions or the Western versions, and a different version of kobolds in the the Eastern versions. And the reason is because when it was originated, the kobolds were described as having dog-like snouts, despite being lizard people. So, like lizard dragon people, they were described as looking like they have dog-like snouts. This translated over into Asian texts as they were dog people. That's why in anime and whatnot, when they go see kobolds, the kobolds will be dog-like. So one of my players, I know I am a nerd. So one of my players wanted to be the Asian version of kobolds, and I was like, those technically don't exist. But I looked at the kobolds that were in the game, and let's go click on one. They technically don't exist in the game, but I clicked on one and I was like, okay, we can swap out a few things here to try to make it your one, like the one that they wanted to play as. So I think this was the Unearthed Arcana one that we decided to go off of. No, maybe not Unearthed Arcana. I think it might have been this. It was one of these. I forget which one. I know it wasn't this one because I don't have the sunlight sensitivity. It might have been this first one. But we switched out the Draconic Cry for just flavoring it as being like more of like a dog thing. And then we swapped out the Kobold Legacy. Oh yeah, choose one of these. We swapped the Kobold Legacy out. Instead of being draconic and whatnot, yeah, kobolds. Kobold. I always called them cuckolds, but they were kobolds the whole time. Yeah, kobolds. Kobold. They're kobolds. 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 No! 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 No, 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 no. I am not. How dare you? But I switched out this Kobold Legacy to be that they could gain proficiency with she said cuckolds. I'll allow that. Sorry. No, you're fine. You're fine. Because I know that you guys will latch on to that if I don't. Fuck. Maybe I shouldn't have responded to it. Because now you're going to be more likely to latch on to it. But I switched out the Kobold Legacy for instead of like gaining some sort of sorcery or one of these other, or like if they chose to do the sorcery one, instead of having the sorcery, what it would be is they gain proficiency in an armor type and a weapon type. And this way, it kind of like kept the same stuff, like a little bit more here, or yeah. So I gave them proficiency in one of these things, and that kind of just changed it to be a. Thank you. I do have beautiful hair, and that just changed it up a little bit. Ooh, hi, Muted. How are you? How you doing today? That's kind of how I changed this up a little bit because one of my players wanted to be the dog person kobold. So it's nice to do that stuff, and that's how I did this, and that's how I dealt with this, and that's how I did everything. If you wanted to be a dog person, you could probably also grab like a tabaxi, which is a cat person, but you might be able to like flavor it separately. There's a few different races. I'm gonna say, depending on what kind of dog person you want to be, you could probably flavor a tabaxi, you could probably flavor a null, you could definitely flavor a kobold because I've done it before. I'm trying to remember all the other ones that you could probably flavor. I don't remember all of them, but you could probably do stuff like that to flavor all of these races to be the dog person that you want. All you need really is a DM that's willing to work with you to flavor the races. Oh my god, there's so many gunshots in this song. I need to remove this song. Thank you. Damn it, no, my one counter has ignoring me calling him. Yeah, I know. It's horrible that I'm ignoring you calling me that. But you could definitely flavor any of these. A lot of this, and note that when I say you definitely could, don't expect your DM to. You could say, hey, I kind of, oh wait, hold on. If you wanted to be a werewolf, there's like a werewolf type thing. Let's go to classes. There's Blood Hunter. One of the Blood Hunter subclasses is the Order of the Lycan, which is literally you just choose to be a werewolf. That's it. Your class is you are a werewolf. So if you're looking for something like that for a wolf or a dog or something like that, you could do like a Blood Hunter. Yeah, Lycan. Oh my god, why are you bringing Lycan into this? Anyway. Water, you can be bald. How dare you? But you can get stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff that's like this, and as I said, with a lot of this stuff, so Blood Hunter is also technically not in base D&D. It's kind of like my favorite class, Artificer, is not in base D&D. I think technically Blood Hunter is homebrew, but I mean, if you can, this is like official stat sheets for it, but it's still technically homebrew. But Artificer's my favorite one. Depending on the game that you're playing, and your DM might not allow Blood Hunter and Artificer, so be wary of that. And any of these changes that I say that you can make to any of these races, note that that is up to your DM if they want to do these changes. If they don't, you're just going to have to deal with it, and I'm very sorry about that. There's also a lot of races that aren't in base D&D that your DM might not want you to use. So there's that. I just wanted to finish that before the ad break starts. Bye! I'll see you when you get back from the ad break. But yeah. While people are on ad break, so can all races become medics for the team? Yeah. Yeah. All races can become medics for the team. There is so let me open this back up for you really quickly. So the medic, it doesn't matter what race you're playing. Oh, okay. It doesn't matter what race you're playing. More of if you are the medic, it depends. Branded bug medic? Yeah, you can be. That's entirely possible. You could be, if you want Constructicons, you can be a 4-armed robotic bug medic. You have to choose the right. Yeah, exactly. You just have to choose the right classes for it. Like, for a medic, you could be an artificer. If you choose the alchemist artificer, you're. Yeah, it is a mouthful. Oh, now you got ads. Okay, I'll wait to explain this more to you, and I'll go back to making the map. Ooh. Yeah, I'm thinking We're gonna slightly turn it like we did before. And I'm thinking we're gonna do 3 of these over here. Then we're gonna do like a coffee table and see. Wait, doesn't this have? Okay, no, this doesn't. Damn it. Let's just go with a normal table and I'll just shrink it down. Hi, welcome back from ads. So, let me go back over to what I was showing you. So, what stuff that you could do, you don't necessarily need to be a certain race to be a healer. It's more class-based. And even then, there's not just one class. There's the, if you want to go artificer, artificers do have healing spells. They have access to them. And then it would kind of depend on how you want to do this stuff. You could do an alchemist artificer, which would be like you make potions and whatnot. But also all artificers can enchant items and armor. As such, you could make it so that you're enchanting your big 8-armed bug boss made up of multiple bugs who are infected by either zombie virus or that one real fungus thing that, ooh, that's an interesting one. I like it. I might use that actually. But so the alchemist, so then with the artificer you can enchant yourself or your players, and you can create, if you're an alchemist, you can create like potions to heal them. That's one way that you could be a healer, more of a scientific healer. As a bard, you do have access to get strong bug armor from it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. As a bard, you can, I believe you do get access to some healing spells, although it's not as many as some other classes. The cleric, there's a lot of cleric domains. You can choose for a cleric. So just so you know, none of these classes are also specifically healer. I'm just letting you know which ones you can choose to be a healer if you so want to be. A cleric does have access to the most healing spells. So that's what you could do as a cleric, but note that if someone's being a cleric, they don't have to be the party healer. They could be utility, they could be support. In fact, if someone wants to as a cleric, they could just be the main attacker and the main tank. There's a lot of versatility with that. A druid has access to a lot of healing spells that I can use to romance the enemies. Again, that would be the bard. Technically, that would be bard, or what is it? Sorcerer or warlock? So, bard is what's known for it. Sorcerers also have their main stat be charisma, and so do warlocks. So you could do it with any of them. Wizard can also be a healer, though it's not like their main thing. They're more of a utility caster. Warlock has access to like two or three healing spells. So you could do it that way. Sorcerer, probably not. I don't think sorcerer has access to like any. But yeah, if you also really wanted to, you could work with your DM to like maybe work on your character is good at making potions, or your character has a good supply of potions, and then that's how you heal people. You could also do stuff like that. Paladins can heal people as well. So there's quite a few there's quite a few classes that can be healers if you so want. Oh no. Oh no. But there's a lot of things that you could do for that. Maybe romance bug hive mind. Ooh, I actually have a character that I've always wanted to play that's a hive mind. So that would be really fun. I love that idea. Oh. Let's see. Let's go down in here and find. I'm thinking we could put that in here as well, kind of keep the theme of the other one. shrink it down a little bit. Maybe shrink down couches in this area a little bit. Nope, that's too small. And we can do, let's do card. Okay, let's do a game. Maybe that will get me cards. Game Ouija board. Yeah, that's a game. Oh, that's cool. Snow Golem as a thing? Toy doll, no. Map of Kraken Island? Okay. Oh, wait, actually, I have a fun thing that I could do here. Ow! Yeah, Luigi board! Ooh, what if someone made a character that is a bug hive mind? You definitely could. All right, I have a fun little idea here as something that I could just put into the game real quick. Oh my god. Is that as small as I can make it? Can I not make this any smaller? No, okay. Dang it. I wanted to do like a D20 here, and then like it would be like, hey, look, they're also playing D&D and whatnot. That would have been funny and fun. Maybe I could just do the dice tray and I could just make it smaller. Yeah, I could do that. That kind of works. I'm sad that I can't do that. So are you, where are your players trying to go again? Oh, let me get that back up for you guys. Give me one quick little bit. Let me get this up and then. Okay, so for the game, what we're trying to do is we are trying to go. So my players are currently up here. They started over here. Their goal is to get over here to Mythmere. Mythmere is where it's believed that the zombies are being controlled from and where the zombie apocalypse originated. So what they're trying to do is get over there in order to like put an end to whatever is the source of this, and then they can like get rid of everything that's going on. So yeah. Yeah, a campaign in the D&D campaign, exactly. But yeah, so that is where they're going. I'm 100% actually gonna do this. Just as a fun little thing. Oh, is this as far as I can zoom in? Yes, it is. I know these are chess pieces, but I think they're the only little pieces I can put in, so. Actually, hold on. I should use the red pieces because they'll be able to pop out more. That would actually be a lot better. There we go. So I get those, and now they're on the map. And then let's see, how small can I make this? That's my next question. Okay, not very small. Let's see, what about this? How small can I make? That might work. It's pretty small, but that's still pretty large for the table. Because I'm thinking about, like, I could put something down as, like, you know, hey, here's. You are pretty big, but you might be able to get small enough. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, no, that's way too big. I thought that would be smaller. They could run into a massive, let's see. Oh, you need, sorry. You need a hug? Oh, I can give you a hug. Give me one sec. Let me grab you. Where are you, Kira? There you are. Here's a hug. Do. Okay, there you go. I'll put you down gently because you said you need one. They could run into a massive horde of zombies and have the option to either go through the huge horde of basic or just weaker zombies. And the second option could be going through mines, which is full of stronger zombies. Has the chance to collapse, but it has a really good loot, and they can only go through small, fragile mines. So, I like that idea, and I'm probably going to do that. So what I was thinking for the mines that they could go through is less so that, oh, they know that there's going to be stronger zombies, and more so, I don't think anyone in the party, most people in the party, do not have, ooh, actually, most people in the party do not have, wait a bit. Most people in the party do not have any form of night vision. So going through like something like that, like going through, it's the only map that's in this. What? What? Why can't I put this anywhere else? Anyway. But what was I saying? But the party doesn't, a lot of the party members don't have dark vision, so going through there would be faster, but it would be dark and you wouldn't be able to see the zombies coming. Dilemma at the end where maybe the person controlling zombies needs to free them willingly or stuff. I have a plan. Don't worry, I have a plan for the zombies. If you got, I don't want to spoil you guys either. Well, actually, I might have already went in one of the other streams, but if anyone forgot that, then it's whatever. Mines with lights still working, and the explanation is zombies are scared of the dark. No. It's you're far off. You're far off. I'm not gonna lie. That's but I do have a plan for it. No, it's the tone is, I could say why you're far off, but if I do, then that'll just give away what's going on in, what's this? Oh. That'll just give away like what's going on and whatnot. And oh, we do have a bard in our party. That's who I forgot about. We have 6 players. I'm having fun with this. Just okay, and then can I make any of these books like, no. Let's go with book. Any of these books, that one's standing up. That's not exactly what I'm looking for. These are standing up, but they're like in a group, and I just want one singular. Can I like pull one book out of this or something? No, I can't. Okay. Cool. What if you guys streamed the final session? We might be able to. I actually am planning to join a D&D game that I would be streaming, so that is something that will happen probably eventually. I said I'm planning on joining it. I'm not gonna say that it will definitely happen or that, you know, it's like a full thing, because it's all up to the DM if we still play it and whatnot. could do... Oh, I can't stop it from playing its animation. Dang it. Dang it, and I can't... Can I, like, not... How small can I make you? Decently small. Can I, like, do... Can I do you as the DM screen? I can't, but I might be able to use one of these other ones. This one seems like it actually might be a little bit better to use as a DM. Oh my god, there's holes in it. It's a horrible DM screen, but it kind of is the right shape, so that's what I'm going to use. Move this up a bit. And then we're going to do... Hold on, I want this. We're going to do this. It's the DM screen. We're going to get in a little couch there. I got some idea for fan service stream where you play short games the chat suggests. You can quickly check if they are okay and safe to play on stream by searching it up and checking if it's in the categories. Yeah, I could do that, definitely. Especially if they're like, you know, free games or whatever. I could do that. I kind of like this. I like this. I like making a little D&D table. This is actually kind of a fun thing to do. Just having a little D&D table in here. I like this. This is really cute. Also, have fun. I hope I can't, like, have fun over there, Kira. Wait, hold on. And then I could put down, like, a little piece. Then I could go in and, like, view the game as them and whatnot. Oh, this is going to take a little bit. They play a campaign in the campaign. Oh, yeah. So you guys walk over and you notice it's this really weird thing that they're playing called, oh, fuck, what would I call it? Taverns and Trolls. They're playing Taverns and Trolls. Oh, TNT. Lizards and humans. Nah, because it has to go with the whole D&D thing. So, let's see. Layers and lizards? Actually, that kind of works. Layers and lizards? Because, you know, dungeon, layer, dragon, lizard. It's based off the real world. Oh, God. Okay, this actually came out better than I was expecting in first person. Look at that. They've got their pieces. They're fighting a monster. They've got their character sheets. Oh, and then there's the dice roller. Oh, it's actually... Can I sit in this chair? If I press... Oh, I can't. But that actually works out quite well in this. I like that. D&D. That's true, they could, like, more of a mundane world, but, I mean, they're fighting a monster on the table already, so... But I like this. I like this. Thank you for giving me the idea, Constructicons. Thank you for that. That's actually a really fun and nice thing to put in there. Oh, this still seems barren. I gotta work on over here. Ooh, okay, can I click on anything else in here? Oh, that is a jar of teeth. Now that I can see it up close, that is just a jar of teeth. Not welcome? I know, I know. Hi, Boo! How are you? How you doing? Welcome in, Raiders! How is everyone today? Hi, Apollo! Hi, Calcium, thank you. But hi, everyone, how are you all today? How you doing? How was your stream, Boo? What were you up to? Okay, we don't need that right now. Okay, so as I like making these maps. Hi, what were you guys doing? What were you guys up to? Also, welcome on in, Raiders. If you need to raid and run, feel free to do so. If you need to go and get like food or drink or whatever have you, maybe if like you've just been watching on your computer for a long time and you're like, ooh, I don't want to miss any of Haunted Boo, so I'm really gonna hold in this bathroom break. Go and do that now. I did FNAF Roblox shipping game. Terrible at it, but having fun. Nice! Thank you for joining the pyre! Wait a minute! Oh my god! Haunted Boo, thank you so much for joining the pyre. Welcome on in, and welcome to being my 300th follower! Yay! Yeah! Oh, that's so great. Thank you so much. By the way, Koo here is no, hold on. No, I'm not. Constructicon, stop telling people that I'm a furry in denial. I am not those things. God dang it. Okay, so final thing that I want to know. What do you guys think I should put in like this secret room? I was thinking maybe a laboratory or a dissection room, but that kind of seems like we already have that whole area, like that whole dungeon that we made for the dissections these guys are doing. So what should it be? Or maybe it should be something like, I actually don't know. It's Boo and Koo. No, Apollo, calm yourself. You don't have to do that redeem again. I know it's there, but you know, it doesn't need to be done, you know. Anyway, I'm trying to think about what I could do for like this back room. No, don't do it, please. It's okay. I'm just saying, I'm just willing. No. What it is, but do it. No, it's a redeem in which I have to say that I am one. No. Oh, hi, Lycon. How are you? How are you doing? How are you doing up there? I saw. Oh, he left us. I'm okay. That's fine. We weren't really looking forward to him or anything. Okay, so I'm actually okay. I have an idea for this. I think in the mansion, isn't there living room pantry? There's a study. I'm thinking maybe I could do this like a study back here in this secret room. Why did you change that? I wanted that to be secret. And what we could do is maybe have this secret study. Hold on. This one, secret door. The secret study, maybe I could have that have more information, like in case they're not looking around enough. Like this could have more information on what's going on with the zombie apocalypse, or like maybe what's going on with like everything else that's happening. Lore and money. Yeah. Lore and money. I was thinking especially lore. Oh, wait, hold on. We're gonna turn that around. Yeah, so it's facing that way. Why is this door here? We don't want a door to the outside there. This is technically the second floor. Where is that going? Ooh, yeah. Or the boots could be in there. I like these pictures as well. They're really nice, the pictures that they've added in. I still find like this upper space is a bit like empty. I don't know what else to put in there. Because I like the idea of the money that you said before, like maybe like they're like they play games or whatever. But I also like how I could put that like down here, and I made like their own little D&D game that's going on. I find that that's really cute. It's a nice little Easter egg that my players can find and whatnot. I like this. I like this. I like that idea, but I don't like. Should I just like copy this and have another study area over there? Because I'm also thinking, like, we have this, which is like, oh, this is like magical items that we're like holding, and like we don't want anyone to really touch and whatnot. And that's why there's like all these protections. There's like the wall, there's the sigil, and then there's the case around it. But what? This feels empty, and I'm trying to think about what else to put there. On the other hand, I could have it remain empty because there will be guards and whatnot here, and I might have these statues come alive if they try to like break into this area. So, on one hand, empty. On the other hand, it might be a good thing that it's empty so that we can actually have battles play out. Because over here, this is going to be a very restricted area for them to have a battle in. Same with for the rest of the library and whatnot. It's going to be very hard for them at a vault with money. If they break it open, at a chance of them accidentally destroying some of it, but it takes... But this is I would. But this is supposed to be like a library. I don't know why there would be a vault of money in here. That's my thing. I'm going to also save this because we've been working on this entirety of the stream, and then... Yeah. It's supposed to be a library, like where the researchers, the scholars and whatnot go a lot, which is why we have the magical items up here, because they're studying them. And then there's the restricted sections and then the open sections and whatnot. Maybe... Okay, I am thinking I could... Because I kind of want to get rid of some of the books that are like down here and whatnot. I'm thinking I could make another study area, maybe like down here on the second floor of both sides. This would clear up some of the books that are in there, and it would make it so that like, oh, it's not just, there's only study areas up there. Plus, I could do a study area right here. Yeah, I like that. We're like 30 minutes because you kept pausing. I haven't only been pausing. I've been doing other things. Okay, so I am thinking maybe not couches up here. Oh. I'm thinking maybe we could do more like these tables for the 3 study areas. Oop. You know, because this is just like general people in the library. And then chair, what are we saying? So that middle part, what if you add an enemy that is sleeping, and if you make too much noise, it wakes up and fights? So, do you mean this area? Because that's the receptionist desk. That's kind of how I'm having the library be going. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, I pressed Control, not Shift. Whoopsie. I descend and I won't back down. Hero 2, strength doesn't make a hero. That's sleeping, maybe just... So they're technically in a safe zone right now. Sort of. If I say any more, that would be spoilers. But they're technically in a safe zone from the zombie horde right now. I'm actually going to go back through and like slightly curve some of these chairs so that it looks like people are actually using them and sitting down. Oh, I gotta put chairs there. Oopsie. Do 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 hero 2 strengthen hero 2 and the players have to be quiet, but yeah, cost them the currency if they make too much noise. I could definitely do that. They have already been, some of them have already been pissing off the librarian. One of them is engaged to the librarian, so you know, that's chair. That is, I guess it's a chair, sure. What? Okay. Let's do this, this, and we're gonna grab this last one. We're gonna put that there, and then let's go with books. Let's find a nice stack of books. Stack of books, stack of books. There we go. Back down. Hero 2. Strength doesn't make a hero. Heroes stand, they believe. You'll see. Hero 2. I am a hero too. What is said? And I won't back down. Hero 2. Strength doesn't make a hero. Gratitude. Yeah, hi. Is the librarian a zombie? If it is, then if they either kill them or make them. No, the librarian's not a zombie. The librarian's alive. And so okay, let me go to the map real quickly. Let's get that up for you guys again. So for the map, this, you see this area that has the darker grass? Not yet a zombie. I mean, that might be a plan that I am thinking about to traumatize one of my players' characters, but you know, that's besides the point. So over here is where the zombie infection is, and then here, this island has now also become infected, but up here is completely fine. They are over here, so there's no zombies up here as far as they know. And intro into the stream, please. Yeah, okay. I'll listen to them. I'll see if I want to add them and whatnot. So there's no zombies up here that they know of. There are zombies up here, but not that the players know of, and they're kind of like captured type of a thing. So not necessarily that they're going to be really like seeing a zombie librarian and whatnot. Oh, this song that's playing? I actually like this. I think I like this. I think I am happy with how this turned out. So with that, I'm going to do a little city save. Also, I need to do... we're going to look in storage. Leather bag. No. Okay, not barrels, maybe chests? Because I'm thinking, I also want to put stuff on this shelf here. Monic chest. I mean, if I make that smaller, that would probably be fine. Oh, I know what I could put on here. Hold on. Magic. I put one of these on every map just to see if my players can find it. It's just a little Easter egg I put in there. Let's see. Decoration. We're gonna do... Maybe not in decoration. How do I want to decorate this? So I'm thinking I could copy this, maybe put like a couple of them in for like what's behind there. Maybe have like this chest as well. Just as like, hey, here's stuff that's like behind there that the librarian would know. And then let's go with books. And I can grab like this. And then, oop. Oh, I can't do that. Is there one that I can put on the other side? There's this. I can put that up against there. And then that looks a lot better because now it looks full. Let's see. Got any this song? That was my go-to song when I had panic attacks for a long time. Feels like a comforting blanket. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad that you added it then to this. And then we could add some pottery for decoration on. Why is that under pottery? Anyway, we could add some pottery in this. Like, we could just grab this and put it here as like a little decoration. And I could put one on each side. And I want one more thing of pottery here for decoration. So let's grab accused of a devilish crime. These worms such as this. Actually, that might work. How small can I make this? No, it won't work. I can't make that small enough. Maybe this one? This one I could definitely make small enough. Yeah. Of mastermind, mind behind the plan. Do 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 do. And with that, I think with that, that's pretty nice. So let's do a little walkthrough. I love that we could do a little walkthrough of this. Let me see. What do we want to be when we could be a rabbit folk, we could be a turtle, a warforged, or you know what, let's walk through as a warforged. I like the warforged. Do 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 do. Okay. We're gonna do a little walkthrough of the map that we've been making, and then I think that'll be it. I haven't edited the outside, but it doesn't matter. They're never gonna be outside. This is where they're gonna probably start. Oh, okay. So I like this. This actually looks quite nice. Maybe a couple more books are needed there. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, okay, I do like that. Oh, maybe I should put some stuff on the counter here. That, actually, I should do that. I should do that. Oop. Okay. Okay. I do like the study areas that I put in. Oop. Oh god, it's chunking because of all the books. Ooh, I can walk through that. Okay, cool, awesome. Okay. I think this is gonna work out. I like this. I like this. I like this. And then we've got the stairs that, you know, they look like they're going up to nothing, but they're actually showing that this is a second floor. Nice. We have in here. And look at this, the little D&D map. Okay, awesome. Awesome. I like this. We don't need this anymore. Okay, so I'm thinking about, let's see. Shop. I'm trying to think because I feel like, is there any nature crafting? Cooking, housekeeping, mining, being alchemist tools. I'm blacksmith. I'm trying to think about what I could put in here. Like maybe like a couple of books on the desk or yeah, I'm gonna say bye already. I'm still exhausted from the party on Saturday. Oh, well, yeah, I'm glad that you had fun at it. I hope to see you again next time. Okay. A coin box, we don't really need that, but that's... Oh, thank you. Bye. I could use a coin box. I could use a coin box here. Maybe have it like for the... Yeah, I could have a coin box here. It's for like if people are late with their returns and whatnot. Let's copy this. We're gonna put a couple of these in here. A couple of these stools. And then let's grab... Yeah, ledger. Okay, that's kind of what I was looking for. I'm gonna make it a little smaller, but yeah. Maybe have like 2 of these. And then tailor's tools. Is there anything in here that I would really need? I don't think so. I kind of just wanted like, you know what, actually. I'm just gonna put a little witch's hat here for fun. This just makes it so the desk has a little bit more on it and makes it look like someone's actually working there. Okay. And then I think with that, I think I am done. File, save. Awesome. Okay, let's go look for someone to raid out to because that was great. Thank you for all the ideas. Thank you for helping me figure out like what I was going to put in a lot of these empty areas. Like this, that was really nice, giving me the idea for the D&D table, giving me the idea for this and the back room, giving me the idea for this study section, which then prompted me to also make these other study sections. I think this is going to be a bi-weekly thing that I do with you guys, where I just go in and we're going to do D&D prep together. I like it. It's really fun. Okay. Let's get to Twitch. Do. Stream manager. All right. Let us go through and we're going to do a little bit of a raid. Let us find search filter. VTuber. And then we're gonna go with this and we're gonna look around. Who do we want to raid today? I think we're going to go a little further down. And this person is doing just chatting, but I kind of like their model. Ooh, wait, this person's playing Five Nights at Freddy's too, and it's a birthday celebration. Yeah. Let's go read this person. It's kind of cute that they're doing their birthday celebration. So anyway, with all that, with this, file on into the raid, everybody. Get on in here. We're gonna go say happy birthday to this person. File on in, get on in. But yeah, so also with that, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for watching. And thank you for like helping me out with this, helping me out like thinking of ideas and whatnot. It was really great. I love doing this with you guys. Plus, then you guys get a little look behind the scenes in case any of you wanted to be a DM, or if you guys have any questions about D&D, I'm happy to answer them. But anyway, with that, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for watching. And I hope to see you all again next time. And I hope that you all have